Alright, what's going on YouTube? Alphonse and Team Gradelock. We're here with one of our members, John, again. We're going to be going into a deck profile, this time featuring the Nova Grapplers with a different build. So,
before I start, I have to give a shout out to the person who inspired me to make this deck because it's sort of his build. If you know Team No Guard, it's Monarch, and if you don't know Team No Guard, just go check them out. They're a good YouTube channel as it is.
Okay.
But to start off with the deck, we play Blaukruger.
Yep.
He's the ride chain card for the Blaus. It's unconventional to run him in an Immortal Assura deck, but the reason you run him is because he improves ride consistency. Basically, this deck plays a very low number of grade 2s. You play 12 grade 1s, 8 grade 2s, and 13 grade 3s. You play 13 grade 3s to get off certain effects that will go into explain later. But that's where Blaukruger comes in to improve ride consistency, because if you have the grade 1 in the ride chain, which is Blaukpanzer, you get to automatically search for the grade 2. That's a skill. When you ride Blaukpanzer, you get to search for the grade 2 version, which is Blaukruger, from your deck and add it to your hand.
Okay.
That helps the deck very much, because when you open up Blaukpanzer, there's even been times where I have like a hand of like grade 1s and grade 3s, and I have the Blaukpanzer, and I'm like, okay, my plays are perfect because I get the grade 2 anyway. This just improves the ride consistency of the deck, which is why you need to play it.
Okay.
Then you move on to the grade 3s, which there are a plentiful amount of.
Okay.
First off, you play 4 of Immortal Assura Kaiser.
Okay.
Immortal Assura Kaiser's ability is that when he attacks a Vanguard and you reveal a grade 3 during the drive check, that's one of the reasons why you play so many grade 3s, you get to counterblast 2 and choose 2 Nova Grapplers and discard them and restand your Vanguard and restand the rear guard, and your Vanguard gains +10, and this happens at the end of the battle. So you can discard the cards that you drive checked with to use his ability. And he's also cross-ride for Assura Kaiser, so that makes him good in itself. But the thing that's good about him on his own is that in games where when you have to rely on him, you have a plentiful amount of grade 3s, so you'll be getting massive pressure off of just restanding the Vanguard, because you'll be attacking for like 16 at minimum, and then he'll restand an attack for 26. And most of the cards in this set gain a certain power boost off of cards being restood, so he plays a role in that too. And he's one of the main combo pieces for the break ride of the deck, which is 4 of Mond Blaukruger. Mond Blaukruger is the Blaukruger break ride, which says that when you ride a Nova Grappler, it gains +10, and it gains the ability, when it attacks an opponent's Vanguard, you get to counterblast 1 and restand all your rear guards. This is amazing in combination with Immortal Assura, because what plays a role in these two is that if you attack with Immortal, you restand all your rear guards, and then if you drive check a grade 3, you restand your Vanguard, obviously, you attack with all your rear guards again, and then you can use the break ride again.
You saved me.
That's 4 counterboss, but with the way this deck works, if you get off this break ride and you drive check a grade 3, you're usually guaranteed to win.
Okay.
Because, as I said before, a lot of the cards in this deck gain power off of cards standing, which you're going to see later on. So, yeah, it just plays it's a really, really powerful combo when these two go off, and I'll show an example at the end of the video after I'm done. But just understand that Mond Blaukruger is the best enabler for Immortal Assura, because you get 7 attacks off of 1 grade 3 drive check. Then we move on to the other grade 4s, which is 4 Assura, set 1 OG Assura Kaisers.
Okay.
Assura Kaiser is, if you don't know what Assura Kaiser does, his minus ability is that if you do not have another rear guard, that's a Nova Grappler, or a Vanguard. Like if it's a Vanguard and you don't have another rear guard with that's a Nova Grappler, it gets minus 2,000 power. So it goes down to 9 if it's the only thing on the field. But the main plus about him is that on his own, in the beginning stages of the game, like against Legion and stuff like that, is his other ability, which is that the OG ability.
Yep.
When you're on Vanguard, and you drive check a grade 3, you get to stand something.
Yep.
As I said before, and I'm sorry I keep reiterating this, but most of the cards in this thing gain power when something stands up. So, with Assure Kaiser, you get to activate these abilities, and you don't have to wait for Limit Break like most of these cards.
Yeah.
So, Assure Kaiser plays the role that most of these Limit Break cards don't do, and he applies the basic, oh, let me stand stuff early in the game, and I'm OG Assure Kaiser, so that already tells you that I'm broken.
Okay.
So, Assure Kaiser is good because it's Assure Kaiser, and he's a cross ride for Immortal, so
okay.
it works in that aspect.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, I'm bored.
it's okay. And for the last of grade 3s, it's 1 BCD Ethics Buster.
Alrighty.
It's the backup break ride in case you can't get Mond. And the only other reason I run it is because it's the only other Nova next to Mr. Invincible that does not use Cannon Blast.
Yeah.
That's literally the only reason.
Also, just for the random reason, the name sounds awesome when you scream it.
Ethics Buster!
Yeah. It sounds cool.
Okay.
Sounds better than Mom Blaukruger.
And
scream that.
and with combination with Immortal, you can still get off the ability to restand your front row like Ethics Buster Extreme. So like you
doesn't have to be beast games.
no, you can just it's Nova Grapplers restand in the front row.
Yep.
Ooh, well then.
So you can still get off of all your abilities like you would Extreme with this break ride combination.
Alrighty.
So
Sounds good.
he plays a role because he's the 5th break ride, and he's again the only Nova that doesn't Cannon Blast because I'm not real to play Invincible. I'm sorry.
That's your own tech.
The grade 2 of the ride chain, Blaukruger, only 1.
Okay.
Because you only need 1.
This is damage check. I'm kidding.
What if he's damage check? Oh, I'll cry.
You'll cry. You'll cry.
Damage check, that's so stupid.
But it shouldn't be damage checked in that case because
I know.
I know. You would either ride for your first turn or your opponent goes first and then you ride.
What if they make it like Pokemon where you have prizes and that card goes into your prizes?
Yeah.
This is
Okay,
not Pokemon. But Blaukruger, he's only here because of the ride chain. Because his other abilities is just that he gains +1 if Blaupanzer's in the slot.
Yeah.
So he's a nice 10k during the turn.
Flip the damage too.
And he unflips the damage, but nothing in this deck uses Counter Blast
outside
of the grade 3s.
You don't.
Okay.
Oh, you don't play Jack.
No, I don't play Jack.
Oh, okay.
I'm not real to play Jack.
Alrighty.
What? Yo,
So-
but Jack's wrong with you? No,
I don't know.
I'm kidding.
Anyway, Blaupanzer. I mean, Blaukruger.
Kluger.
Only here because of the ride chain. And
Gotcha.
because it's part of the ride chain.
Yeah. It's a right chain. Next up.
Next up is the
10K.
the 10Ks of the deck. 2 of Jupiter Blaukruger because it's Jupiter.
You like it better than King of Sword?
No, it's like 1 King of Sword.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the king.
Yeah.
It's the king. You can't have more than 1 king. You have 3 musketeers. Musketeers in that case.
Okay.
But anyway, if I had to be serious, 10Ks are good because they're 10k bases. You can easily drop 10 on your opponent's attacks if you go first.
Wait a minute. Wait. No Leos?
No Leos.
No Leos?
Okay.
No Leos.
Come on.
Okay, yeah.
Are you kidding?
I played Leo and he screwed me over. I'm gonna blame all my blame all my unsuccess on Leo.
Alright, personal preference,
no cat
guys.
love.
Personal preference.
You gotta
Alright.
go with robots.
Alright, so we have 3 10Ks. That's good. Yeah.
Anyway,
Alrighty.
you play him because most of the cards in your decks are 6Ks.
Yeah.
That you don't want to play down early. So
You always want to make sure you can
make that hit
numbers.
16k number.
Okay.
So that's why you run the 10Ks. Besides the fact that you can guard early with 10s against your opponent's Vanguard attacks. So 10s are good in that aspect.
Alright.
And King of Swords.
Alrighty, next up.
The other part of the grade 2s. This is when it gets interesting. Is Daredevil
Daredevil
Samurai. Daredevil Samurai ability is a rearguard ability. When you have a Vanguard with Ashura, if one of your rear guards, if a rear guard stands up, then this gains plus 15. Comboing in the break ride, if you have Immortal Ashura as your Vanguard. I'm sorry, if you have Immortal Ashura as your Vanguard, then what happens is that this guy will gain plus 15 if you restand your whole field.
Yeah. But singly, it gets plus 3 at least for every rear guard. So
For every rear guard stands up. If one card stands up, he gains plus 3. But if increasing the number of cards you stand up, he'll gain plus 5.
Yep.
So it's nice to put this down early if you have a Shura Kaiser on the field so that it will become a 12 if you hit a grade 3. But the main part about him is to be broken and gain plus 15 when you break ride.
Yeah.
And he also counts when the Vanguard stands up. So if you get off Immortal's ability, he'll become 27 by himself.
Yeah, because that's plus 3 and that's 6, so it's 18.
And then what people don't realize is that after everything stands up again, if you attack with your Van again, you get a count +1 and restand all your rear guards. He'll gain another 15. He's 42 by himself.
Yep.
42.
Yeah, all
Do you
those numbers.
understand how broken that is?
That
42.
is really broken.
So, off of playing 13 grade 3s, and 2 are out because you have to ride them, you have 11 chances to drive check a grade 3. You are almost guaranteed to like pull off the brokenness that is the break ride over Immortal play with the samurais on the board.
Yeah, that crazy break ride play. Okay.
They're here for power pressure and they're samurais.
Okay.
Let me just say that
Yeah,
they gain power.
Okay, next up.
Twin Order. The Twin Blader. Excuse me.
Alright.
I'm getting confused with 10K from D Police.
Yeah.
Because they literally look the exact same. But Twin Blader is the perfect guard. You still need to run perfect guards because sometimes you are going to play the grind game with your opponent where you have to sit on Immortal Ashura.
Yep.
So it's nice to have the perfect guards when your opponent swings the big numbers.
Yeah.
They're key to keep. You need to have 4 perfects, especially in Legion format. That's the most I could say.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
Then you play 4
Blaupanzers.
4 Blaupanzers. It's the beginning ride chain of the Blau Younger.
Okay.
The thing that Blau Panzer does is basically gains +2 of Blau Youngers in the soul. His only other ability is that if he's placed on rear guard, you get to discard 1 card and add Stern Blaukruger, but I don't play Stern Blaukruger because he's not Ethics Buster.
Okay.
Granted, he's 6K, which does make him weak, and I have to play the 10Ks for that reason. But he's in here because you need to play him for the ride chain. It's simple as that. If you do not have these cards, it messes with your ride consistency a lot because you are not guaranteed the 2 as well as you would before.
Alright.
So yeah, Blau Panzer's only reason for being in here is to improve the ride consistency as well.
Okay.
And then 4 Bear Down Samurais, the copy of Daredevil Samurai but in grade 1 form. I already explained Daredevil Samurai. Bear Down Samurai is the exact same thing.
So a column like that is hitting like for pretty big numbers.
I mean, if you go off with his ability of Immortal, he's going to be a 25K booster by himself, and then after everything's done, he's a 40K booster. So if you have him behind, Daredevil Samurai, this column hits 82.
Yep.
Let me repeat that: 82.
Yeah.
His columns these 2 are the most like insane guards I've ever seen. I thought it was just +3 when a card stands up, but no, it's +3 every time a card stands up. That's broken. Then
after that,
we can move on to the triggers.
Okay, triggers.
Alphonse, I have to take you for this. 4 Red Lightning. I have not been able to get my hands on Red Lightning for the longest time, and I finally got them today for $1.
Yeah, I was surprised when I found them because when I brought the bulk in, I was like, oh, I have Red Lightnings.
And Red Lightnings come in key because I haven't used it today for his ability, but his ability is that when he's on the field, I can put him into the soul and I can unflip a damage. This helps because after you go off with your Immortal Ashura play, if for some reason that they live, you can put Red Lightning back into the soul, unflip a damage, and now you'll have 2 open counterblasts again to try and do Immortal Ashura's ability again.
Alright.
But besides that, Red Lightning's just there because I needed Red Lightning for a long time, and I finally have them. And it's a crit trigger because you need crit triggers.
Yeah. After those 4 crits, you happen to have... Wow, okay. Yeah, kind of like the ensemble of crit triggers.
Exactly. I have Bestiality Death Stinger.
Okay.
I'm sorry for you having to fill all this in. The Promo Shining Lady.
Okay. Promo, mind you.
Promo Shining Lady. And 2
Schoen's Wetter.
Schoen's Wetter.
Yeah.
Now I run. This goes in with the Red Lightning, so I run 8 crits because I'm a firm believer of 8 crits that you want to put on the early damage, and especially when you're going off with your when you're going off with your break ride, you need to drive check crits in order to like put off some damage.
Gotcha.
Because sometimes your opponent's like at 2 or at 1, and you need to hit that crit so that you can like
really
pressure them. So running the 8 crits just ensures the damage is going to happen. So it's nice to run the 8 crits.
Alrighty, then after that we have
the draws 2 3 minutes and 2 the gongs.
Alright.
Yeah, but I'm playing it like this so my opponent can't guess my trigger ratio basically.
Okay.
Draws just this is a Nova Grappler deck, so obviously your opponent's gonna be attacking the rears a lot, especially if they see a Daredevil Samurai.
Yeah.
So
you want to save those.
So it's always nice to have the gongs just so you can draw into extra cards to replenish your field.
Yeah.
Because when you go off with Immortal, you need to have a full field. So these play a major role.
Gotcha. Yeah, seeing the different crits and different draws definitely plays mind games.
It definitely plays mind games. And then the best Nova Grappler heal trigger that ever happened and made me triple Miracle Heal today. I mean, Miracle Heal 3 times today.
Okay.
For Ring Girl Clara.
Okay.
Ring Girl Clara is the best heal trigger ever. That's the only thing I'm gonna say for her.
We can dispute that.
No,
but...
no. I mean for Novas.
Okay.
The best heal trigger. You're comparing him to a wall boy, a robot, and some other
Blaukruger,
whatever. That rescue rabbit that tricks her kids thing. That I don't need that.
All right.
So Ring Girl Clara, she miracle heals you. You have to play Ring Girl Clara.
Okay.
But that's it for the deck.
All right, sure. So
if I had to build up a field to explain what happens at the end of the game, let me just go with the most ideal field that you could have.
Yeah.
Like the field that you want to see every single game, the field that you strive for.
Yeah. Have like all the samurais and you break right turn. So
basically what happens is that you swing for 16 and you swing for 16. You swing with your Vanguard and then you use
Counterblast 1.
Then you use the Counterblast 1, send up all your rear guards. Everything on the field gains plus 15.
Yep.
Everything. And then when you go in for your twin drive, so this column is hitting 46. The Vanguard gets another plus 15 for the boost. And this column is hitting 46 as well. This is without the grade 3 twin drive, mind you. So if you go for your twin drive and you're like, oh, okay, crit, that's nice. Oh, wait, I hit a grade 3. Okay, let me counterblast 2, discard 2, restand my Vanguard. Okay, now everything's gained plus 3. 52, 52, attack van. I can still use break ride, counterblast 1, stand.
Yep.
Now my columns are hitting 82, 82.
Yep.
That was the best reaction for this because they understand.
Yeah.
When this turn goes off, you are basically going to win.
Yeah.
I've had games where I have OTK'd somebody because I went off with this play.
Yep, as in he literally went 0 to 6 damage.
Literally went 0 to 6, and it happened in the tournament today. This deck is insane. When it works, and it works so well. You have to play it. And again, all props to Monarch from Team Nogard for this deck and for opening my eyes to this deck because this deck is stupid. Mind you that these columns are hitting 82. I forgot to say at the end the Vanguard will be hitting 71.
Yeah.
Because this is a 40k booster that your Vanguard will be hitting 71.
Yeah, that's true.
This deck is so busted.
Okay. Yeah. As long as you can like control the field like that, you should be alright.
As long as you don't play against Kagero or Link Joker, your matchups will go fine. If you play against Kagero, you just have to hold on to these cards in your hand, and likewise against Link Joker.
Until break right turn.
Until break right turn, which is then where you win.
Alrighty, okay.
Any other questions?
No, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any advice or tips, anything for the deck, whether it's a different trigger lineup or even just a few more texts, feel free to comment down below. And that is it for Team Gradelock. John and Alphonsus signing out.